Welcome back Pokefans to Pokémon Legends Arceus Part 28. Last episode we made our way through and got all the legendary Pokemons, and we have got totally 17 of the different kinds of plates. VOLO in last episode had mentioned that we have to go to the Sino Temple on top of Mount Coronet, and that's what we are going to be doing today. As you might remember, we also had this one request of Path of Solidity to complete for 10 different Pokemons. I did manage to actually complete it for Blissey, but the others were a bit tougher. Now, before making our way to Coronet Highlands, here we have Captain Silene. Dashi, would you come with me for a moment? I mean, sure, if you have to talk about something important. Alright, let's see what this is gonna be. Once this is completed, we'll make our way back and go ahead and talk to VOLO as well. Alright, we are on the balcony. So you came. Dashi, are you aware of why we named ourselves the Galaxy Expedition Team? I'm afraid not. As I expected, allow me to explain. Okay, quite the lore right here. I'm quite fond of liking things to stars. Such is how I describe the intellect and abilities of Silene and the others to our patrons. When explaining our plan to move to Hisui, I told them our members were as bright as shining stars. Hearing this, one of our patrons said to him, I see, you have yourself a veritable galaxy then. Oh. Perhaps to curry flavor, the commander then said he would name us the Galaxy Expedition Team. Is it true? That is not quite right, Silene. I also thought it was a fine name. Alas, the name will not live on forever. Once life here in region settles down, the role of Galaxy Team will end. And once we are no longer needed, it is only natural that our team will be disbanded. And are you okay with that? The important thing is that people learn to live in harmony with Pokemon in this vast land. Our name hardly matters, is that not so? That is true. I promise you, I will pass down the name of our team and tale of its accomplishments to all my descendants. I see. I suppose that sounds like something you would do, Silene. Dashi, forgive me for taking your time. Please accept this as a sort of apology. And we get a Comet Shard. Alright. Despite having fallen from the sky into this land, you have not once hesitated to help us. For that, I thought you deserved to know the story behind our name. Pretty cool, if you must say. I have high hopes for you to continue effort to help people and Pokemon in Hisui. Well, that was pretty interesting. It was quite nice to know the backstory of why they came here as well as how we got the name. Anyway, now that we have this completed, I think we can actually make our way back and go to Coronet Highlands. I've gone ahead and switched up my team, and all of my team members are around level 80. Here we have a Alpha Pokemon. Okay, that's the first time I'm seeing a Alpha Luxio over there. Anyway, I won't be really battling any of these Alphas. Let me just ignore and go ahead. We do have to make our way to the Snow Point Temple. And I'm sorry, I might have said it wrong. It's the Sino Temple. Alright, here we are in the stone portal. Let's make our way over there. Now I wish there was a flying map over there directly to the Sino Temple, since we are going over there for quite a few times. But I guess we do have to make our way using our Pokemons over here. As you can see, the temple is completely destroyed. It looks way different than the first time we came here. And Far over there, I do see VOLO standing. Let me quickly go ahead and just save my game before we go ahead. This part is gonna be a bit challenging after this, so please go ahead and bring all of the revives, healing items, etc. Because you will be having 3 different battles, one after the other, without getting a chance to heal your Pokemon. Also, please make sure your Pokemon is at level 70 or more than that. And here we have VOLO. Let's go ahead and talk to him and see what it is. The temple lies in ruins now. Columns cracked and broken, like pillars turned into spears, stabbing into the heavens. That is a way of explaining this as well, I guess. Is something bothering you? Yeah, the way you're acting, perhaps. I do beg your pardon. I suppose I must be behaving strangely. I dare say you deserve to know what I really am after by now. And here's another bit of lore first. Ever since I became convinced that Arceus really does exist, there has been one question that consumed my thoughts. How can I meet such a being myself? Okay. It was in an attempt to answer this question that I originally sought out Garatina and had it tear open that rift in space and time. So it was VOLO all along that was causing all of these issues and not really us. But I guess if he didn't really open the space-time rift, we wouldn't have come through as well. Anyway, let's see what he has to say. 18 plates said to be the fragments of all-encompassing deity. You hold in your hand 17 of them. So you must be wondering, where is the last one? Yeah. Why, it's right here. Oh, so he had the last plate. I wonder who gave it to him. And he has changed his getup too. I really am not sure what he's trying to get to with his Arceus hairstyle right there. My desire to meet Arceus cannot be contained any longer. I need to know what it is. I must know what it is. Okay, he is a bit crazy. If I can meet Arceus myself, then I may also be able to subjugate its power, and using that, I will attempt to create a new, better world. I really don't understand what is with Pokemon game villains and creating a new world. Like literally everyone in any of these games are just having the same kind of goal. They're all just trying to create a new world. Alright, I guess it's time for us also to go against VOLO and stop him from, trying to actually create this new world. If you want to keep this world from disappearing, then face me in battle. Well, that is true. We don't really have a choice. We can't just go ahead and walk away from here. Even though that is what I wish to do right now. I mean, this is just completely crazy. I was not really expecting VOLO to be the main villain, but I guess at this point I should have known. And here he has a team of 6 members. So he is going to be having the same 6 Pokemons that Cynthia has in Pokemon Shining Pearl, which kind of makes me think of this theory where VOLO is reborn as Cynthia in that future. But at least Cynthia is not completely crazy like this. Anyway, he has a Spirit Tomb of level 68. And let me try to actually defeat this one. Spirit Tomb doesn't really have any type of effectiveness against it. So it's better to just take it down before it starts doing more damage. Thankfully over here I was able to take it down in 3 turns. And not really sure why he bought out the Lucario. I will be able to easily take it down with 1 hit since I do have a ground type move as well. It was kind of dumb from the AI, but anyway, let's see what he brings out next. And it's his Rose Raid. Okay. So I do have Ice Punch. I wonder if I can take down the Rose Raid as well. The thing that's creeping me out more over here is the fact that there is a very nice background music for this battle. I mean, usually if we have a villain battle, it will be really intense music. But currently it's just really smooth and calming music. So that's the thing that's creeping me out. Anyway, I was able to take down the Rose Raid thankfully, and we have the Arcanine here. I feel like if you have a Ursaluna in your team, as you can see, the battle is going to be super easy. If you have really good moveset on your Ursaring, it will be pretty easy to take down all of his team members. So I've already took down 4 of his team members with just my Ursaluna. And I do have Stone Edge, so I should be able to take down the Togekiss right here. Okay, maybe it did use the Calm Mind, which meant that it would actually survive. But the next turn we will be able to actually take it down. This turn I think I'll go ahead with Ice Punch. I'm not really sure if Stone Edge will be able to hit again because of its, I think, 95 or 90% accuracy. And we did take down 5 of his Pokemons with only Ursaluna, which is amazing. I never expected Ursaluna to be able to withstand 5 Pokemons, but I'm really impressed. Alright, so now we have to actually go ahead and battle his very last Pokemon, which is his Garchomp. And I guess it's gonna be a bit tougher. We can actually go ahead and use Braviary, who has Dazzling Gleam. And that should be able to take care of the Garchomp, if not in 1 turn, at least in 2 turns. All of his Pokemons are at level 68, so as long as you have a Pokemon that is around level 70 to 75, you will not have any trouble with this battle. And there we go, we were able to actually defeat all of his 6 Pokemons pretty easily. Now this is actually not the end of this battle. As you can see, he is gonna be actually getting more angrier after this. So let's go ahead and see the cutscene as well. Why? How? I've devoted myself to Arceus beyond any other. I worshipped it as the creator of our entire world. I've bent all of my passion and interest to its study. All the time I've spent pouring out over the legends, everything that I've done. You outsider, it's almost as if you were spat out of the space-time rift just to get in my way. I guess so, that might be true, you never know. No, this isn't finished yet. Can't you feel it? The chill creeping through your veins. The eldritch presence icing your heart. Not clearly. But it seems like we have another presence. So this time we have another legendary Pokemon that is coming up. And it is coming out right behind VOLO. I'm really surprised that VOLO was just able to stand there calmly when Garatina is actually coming out of its world. And here it is. Alright, it looks amazing. But this time we do have to actually go ahead and battle Garatina once. So you don't really have a turn to actually heal up your Pokemons. So if you have lost more than 2 to 3 Pokemons, then it will be a bit tougher to defeat Garatina. Alright, this turn I have my Electrode in the beginning since my Ursaluna was down in the last battle. Garatina is gonna be at level 70. So I guess it was kind of a bad move having Electrode in the 2nd position. It isn't going to really help me. I guess I do have to switch out. And the better Pokemon to go against would be Goodra. I wish I had kept Goodra in the 2nd position. Anyway, now that I have Electrode out, it's either I have to actually battle with Electrode or just go ahead and switch out. The easier one I decided would be Samurott since it is part dark type. And of course it used Aura Spear. Okay, almost took down my Pokemon. Let me try using Strong Style, Ceaseless Edge, since my Samurott will be going down in the next turn. And we almost took it down. It was a crit hit, which was really clutch. Alright, my Samurott did go down, but it's okay. We are at a good position where we can actually take care of the Garatina. This time I did go ahead and bring out my Arcanine. Let me go ahead and use Crunch. That should be taking down the Garatina right here. Alright, so we were able to defeat it pretty easily. But the battle is not yet completed. As you can see, Garatina right here transformed into its origin form, which means that we have to defeat it again. So this is the third time we are not able to actually heal our Pokemon. And as you can see, Garatina apparently is fully healed. And this time our moves are really not doing that much damage. And my Arcanine went down here as well. But I don't think it's gonna be that much of an issue. I do have my Gudra, which can easily take care of the Garatina. Let me go ahead and use Ice Beam and see how much damage we do. Now that was a really good damage. I think one more move should take down the Garatina right here, since we did survive its move. We will get a chance in the future to catch Garatina as well, so this is not the place where we need to actually try and catch it. Anyway, thankfully we were able to defeat it twice and the battle is finally ended. Alright, so this was pretty tough, but we were able to go through it. And Garatina has flown away, turning her tail and running. From this puny human, pathetic. I was the one who fed you with the power you needed so that you could take on Arceus. I was the one who gave you the chance to claw open the space-time rift, driving the deity of space and deity of time mad so that you could drag the creator out from hiding. How could this happen? Almighty Arceus, if you have any heart within you, then tell me. The blood of ancient Sino people flow in my veins, does it not? What is it, then, that you found so lacking in me? Do you mean to tell me that this world doesn't need to be remade? I can't live with such questions. I can't bear not satisfying this ache to know. Answer me then, Dashi. Do you have some dream that propels you, as I've had? I guess we do, since we do want to return back to our home. So you do. Doubtless that dream of yours would never leave for the dreams of one like me. I'm the great wielder of Pokemon, and you battle alongside your Pokemon. In the end, I was alone, but not you. You will fight together with your Pokemon to seize whatever dreams you have. Here, take it. Take the plate that started me on this path, the plate that I once received from Garatina. My journey is over. My story ended when I lost to you. Finally, we have collected all the 18 plates that are actually required for Arceus to actually arrive, or summon Arceus in other ways. So that is our mission cleared as well. I suppose now you gathered all the plates said to exist this land of Hisui. And something is actually happening to our Celestica flute. It has completely transformed into a totally different flute called Azure Flute. Alright, so this one looks pretty cool, although I'm not really sure how it is supposed to be played. So that's it, the Azure Flute. So Arceus wishes to meet you. Of all people, you had to be the one. Is that why you were brought to this world? Maybe. Gah, I have no desire to watch from the sidelines as Arceus comes to you. and absolutely cannot accept a world in which you would ever manage to defeat Arceus. Someday, I'll solve every riddle in the legend of Hisuian Pokémons. And on that day, I'll stand before Arceus at last. No, I will conquer it. No matter how many years, how many decades, how many centuries it takes me. Well, I guess this is kind of a theory on, like I said before, on Cynthia. Anyway, now that we have defeated VOLO, we have to actually go ahead and complete the main mission that we have been doing from the starting of this game. The main thing we would have to do is seek out all Pokemons. So we have to complete our Pokédex right here. And once it's completed, we can actually make our way back to Sino Temple and try to defeat Arceus. So that's gonna be our big goal for now. The main two Pokemons that I do want to catch in the beginning is gonna be the Spiritomb as well as Garatina. So we can actually make our way out from here and we can actually start collecting the wisps. So that's the first thing I want to do. Collecting the wisp is the only way to get a Spiritomb for now. So we would have to actually go ahead and complete that. But I think this was pretty cool. I mean, I was not really expecting VOLO to be the one who had started everything. But I'm glad we were able to defeat him and get the lore. I'm wondering if VOLO will be battling us again. Not really sure. And for now, I guess the main goal, as I said before, is to try and complete our Pokédex. Here we are. Dashi. Hey Dashi. Have you heard? There's been reports that a huge shadow appeared in Cobalt Coastlands and then just vanished without a trace. Dashi, my girl, you must tell me. You went to the temple of Sinnoh with VOLO, correct? What exactly happened? Alright, I guess we are telling him what exactly happened over there in the temple of Sinnoh. I see. In that case, the shadow in Cobalt Coastlands may be none other than Garatina, the Pokemon said to have once banished to the reverse side of our world. So there we have it. So we have the location for Garatina. The Cobalt Coastlands are pretty vast. I hope you have some idea where to look. Well, to be true, I do have an idea where Garatina would be appearing. Alright, now that we have completed the most part of the storyline, I guess we can actually go ahead and make our way to Cobalt Coastlands. I'll just go ahead and catch Garatina as it's much easier to catch it and complete its Pokédex. And in the meantime, I do want to go ahead and battle other Pokemons as well, just to make sure that I increase the amount of points to get the 10 star. As for the location of Garatina, you will be able to find it in the spring path. So we do have to make our way over there. But before that, I do see that there is another new request right over here. And it seems like it's Adamant. So let's go ahead and talk to him and see what request he has for us. Alright. You know, time changes a lot of things, but the sea stays the same. The Celestica people must have looked at this exact same view long ago. Maybe that's true. I've got a favor to ask, Dashi. Something's the matter? It's about something my grandfather told me. He said the Adamant crystal has the power to change Almighty Dialga into its otherworldly form. And that's true. I mean, we can go ahead and do that. Well, it seems like Adamant over here wants to challenge the otherworldly form of Dialga. So we would have to actually go back, and I don't really have Dialga in my team currently. So I would have to switch out my Pokemon and just have Dialga in my team. Alright, now that I have it, let me go ahead and transform it. So all you have to do is select the Adamant crystal and click on Dialga. And here we have the transformed Dialga in this game, which is pretty cool since we haven't really had a new form for these legendaries. Let me go ahead and bring it out, and I really like Dialga's form better than Palkia's. This actually looks really cool. Although I'm really not sure how it's able to just either stand on those pointy feet, or I guess it's mostly just floating. Anyway, let's go back and challenge Adamant. Alright, so here we are. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Well, I would actually recommend that you guys go ahead and train up Dialga a bit, at least around level 70. Unfortunately, I didn't have the time to train it up, so it's actually at level 65. I've gone ahead and brought some healing items as well, just in case I would have to heal Dialga right here. As you can see, his Leafeon is at level 65, so it's actually much higher now. And we have two other Pokemons. We have Umbreon as well as Vaporeon from before. But the issue is that this is not Arcanine. Arcanine would have been able to easily take care of all these three Pokemons. Since we do have Dialga right here, we do have to have a bit of a different strategy. Alright, we were almost able to take down the Leafeon. Thankfully, the other support Pokemons were not really attacking me that much, and it just has been Leafeon right here. The next turn, we should be able to take down the Leafeon. Let me go ahead and use Flash Cannon. And the Leafeon is down. Alright, so that is pretty good. Quick Attack is really not doing that much damage. And we are good as long as Vaporeon right here will not start using, I think, Aqua Tail. Alright, we are actually pretty much down. Let me go ahead and heal my Dialga. Really, that's the only way to actually defeat him. So let me quickly use a Hyper Potion. That should be enough to take down both Vaporeon as well as Umbreon. Alright, I'm hoping they don't really attack me too much. Good. Okay, let me try using Iron Tail. Now, as you can see here, my Iron Tail missed the first time. Let me go ahead and actually try using it again. And it missed the second time. So this is the second turn I'm actually not able to attack, and I'm still getting attacked twice from two different Pokemons. Let me try using a Max Potion this turn. It was quite unfortunate that I was not able to hit Iron Tail twice. Otherwise, I would have been able to actually go ahead and defeat them. Alright, now that Umbreon has used a Agile style and it used Dark Pulse, let me go ahead and use a move. I don't want to try Iron Tail anymore as it might miss again. I did use a Flash Cannon, but as you can see, it didn't really do that much damage, so I just went ahead with Roar of Time. And there we have it. We have defeated Umbreon as well. This turn I will try using Iron Tail again, and I will try using it on a strong style. Let's hope it doesn't miss. Thankfully it didn't miss this turn, and we didn't really do that much damage. Okay, I guess the only move that does damage is gonna be Roar of Time. Let me go ahead and use it, and this should take down the Vaporeon in this turn as well. Alright, so we have defeated Adamant right here, and I think this is the third time we are actually battling him, and it was pretty cool. I think we would have to actually go ahead and battle Irida as well. We would have to actually transform Palkia for that, and I do want to see how that battle goes as well. But I'm glad that we have a chance to actually defeat Adamant once more. So this was actually pretty fun. All I wish was that I had actually trained up my Pokemon a bit more than this. Anyway, this was surprising. I was not really expecting him to actually challenge us right here in Cobalt Coastlands, as he is usually in Crimson Highlands. I am wondering if we'll find Ada in Crimson Highlands now. Anyway, we have completed his request. Alright. Now here we are in Spring Path, and let me quickly go ahead and try to challenge Garatina as well. You might remember there was this one mysterious cave right here. So this is where you will be able to find Garatina. I have gone ahead and saved my game just in case if I accidentally just defeat Garatina instead of catching it. Anyway, let me quickly enter, and we have another cutscene right here. So Garatina is gonna be in its origin form, and that is gonna be making it a bit trickier. But I do believe that we can actually go ahead and catch it as well. Alright, so here we have Garatina. It actually looks much better in this form. I really like it. And it is gonna be battling us right here. So let me go ahead, and I hope I'll be able to catch it easily. You might remember that I was able to catch the last 3 legendary Pokemons in the first Ultra Ball. I'm hoping the same for Garatina here as well. Thankfully, we didn't really take it down right here. I thought I would have been taking it down because my Samurott is at level 83. And the Garatina is using another move. I'm hoping it survives this turn as well. And it did. Alright, so this is perfect. Let me go ahead and use my Ultra Ball. And I'm hoping we'll be able to catch it this turn. And we do. Alright, so this is the 4th legendary Pokemon that I've caught in the very first Ultra Ball. Pretty cool. So we were able to actually catch it. And it seems like we were able to pick up the Gracious Core as well, which is the item that is actually going to be evolving or transforming Garatina into its origin form. Let me go ahead and report back to Professor Lavington. We don't really have anything else to do here in Cobalt Coastlands other than collecting the wisps, which I do want to go ahead and start it from Obsidian Fields and go from there. And here I am back at the camp. Let me go ahead and... Oh! Okay, I didn't really know we could actually stand on top of this flag kind of thing right here. Also, I fell on top of Professor Lavington. Okay, that was a weird glitch right there. VOLO eventually returned and told me more about what happened in Temple of Sinnoh. He said that Garatina, that it chose to protect the land of Hisui after discovering it was no match for you. He said that we should study it and add it to the Pokédex. He wandered off after that, saying this was probably the last time we would meet. But I can't help but feel he's far more invested in our completion of Pokédex than he would have us know. Well, that is true. He has always shown more interest in things like this. Anyway, we are gonna be going back to Jubilee Village and try to actually complete our Pokédex from there. Well, I have decided to actually go around and try to find the remaining wisps that I haven't yet shown you guys. And once I see it, or once I see the wisp's position, I'll just go ahead and show you guys where it's gonna be. For now, let me fly around and see if I can find any. I believe that there are around 4 to 5 of them left here in Obsidian Fields. So these 5 wisps might be actually missed out the first time I went through Obsidian Fields, or something that I must have just forgotten to collect. Alright, and I do believe that there should be another wisp around here, and here it is. So this is actually right around the lake Verity, and I was able to find one right here. It seems like I had only 3 remaining in Obsidian Fields. So let me go around and try to find the remaining ones. And here is another wisp that I actually missed. So this is quite close to the arena, the Heartwood area. As you can see, the Grand Tree Arena is right over there. Not really sure how I missed it because I have been in this area for so many times. Maybe I might have seen it before, but I forgot to really collect it. Anyway, there is one more wisp left in Obsidian Fields, so let me actually fly around and try to find it. Apparently the last one is also in Heartwood. As you can see, we have one right here. This is actually the other side of the Heartwood. It's actually near the Grand Tree Arena again, and it's quite at the corner. And we have collected all the wisps back here in Obsidian Fields. So we can actually make our way out of here and go back to Jubilee Village. And this time I'll just go ahead and go to Crimson Highlands. And let's see how much wisp we have left over there as well. Alright, I was able to find one wisp back here in Crimson Highlands. And it was actually at the edge of the river. I'll go ahead and show the position in the map. So we do have around 3 more left. And I guess I can actually go ahead and show this position. We are right over here in the border. Alright, I found another one. Apparently it was right here in between. This is actually near the cotton edge where you will be able to find all the petals. Alright, 2 more left. And we do have a space-time rift as well. Now, I'm actually near the Diamond Clan settlement, and Erida is actually asking us to transform Palkia and battle her. And I was able to find another one. Alright, so this was a bit trickier. It took me some time to actually collect this one. But this is actually at the end of the map. As you can see, we are around where you'll find the Alpha Yanma or the Alpha Yan Mega. And finally, I was able to find the last one here in Crimson Highlands as well. Let me quickly go ahead and collect it. Whoops, okay, I would have to climb up. And here we have the last wisp in Crimson Highlands. So this is actually quite close to the waterfalls. Now that we have completed collecting all the wisps back here in Crimson Highlands, we can actually make our way to Cobalt Coastlands. Now I have been flying around near the entrance and I was able to see one of the wisps right over here in the cliffside. Alright, not really sure how I missed this one. Let me quickly go ahead and collect it. And let's see how much wisp we have left. So we do have around 6 wisps left, which is quite more than the other areas. Anyway, let me look around and see if I can find any. Now here is one wisp that I had actually ignored and never collected. So let me quickly collect this one. Only 5 more of them left in this area. Alright, I found another one right on top of this rock right here. This is actually along the other side of the map, right next to the hideaway. And it's pretty difficult to find it. I was not really expecting one to be right here. Anyway, 4 more to go. Well, finally found another one. This is actually on top of the cliff, facing on the side of the Fire Spit Island. 3 more to go. Alright, found one right here. This is actually right below from where we took the last one. I just had to climb down the cliff and I was here. Found another one right behind the spring path. You do have to come all the way back. I think there is one more left. Finally, after a lot of searching, I was able to find it in the Castaway Shore. So this is actually against a cliff. So it was pretty tough to actually find it, but here we have it. Alright, so we have collected all the wisps back in Cobalt Coastlands as well. Let me make my way to Coronet Highlands. Now I did say I would go to Coronet Highlands, but I did come to Alabaster Island since there was a blizzard. And it seems like we have around 5 left. This is the second one right here. So this is against the rock right here where we had found that one unknown. Anyway, this is the second one, 4 left in Alabaster Islands. While flying around, I did see this Miss Misfortune Clover right here. So I thought it's better that we go ahead and battle her once again. As usual, she will have a Abomasnow in her team. And we should be able to easily defeat her since she doesn't really believe in increasing the level of her Pokemon. I do have my Braviary in the beginning. Alright, her Abomasnow is at level 62. I should be able to take it down with the Brave Bird. And we do take it down. Alright, so that was pretty easy. Just wanted to show you guys that these people will be around in different areas. You'll randomly be able to find them and they will battle you. Once they do battle you, you will be able to get some free items. So let's see what we get now that we have defeated Clover over here. Alright, there she goes. And let's see what we get. So she has dropped something. And we do get 4 nuggets. Alright, here is the third wisp in Alabaster Islands. And I believe 3 more to go. I believe that the less amount of wisps you have, the much difficult it becomes to actually detect. Found another one right here. This is right next to the arena where we battled the noble Pokemon. Unfortunately, I lost the footage for the other 2 wisps that I actually collected. So I guess now we have actually collected all the wisps. There was one that I found right below the Ice Peak Arena. I have just put a pointer over there. And now that we have completed all the wisps in all 4 areas and only Coronet Highlands is remaining, let me make my way over there. Alright, so found one of the wisps right here in between the 2 waterfalls at the entrance of Coronet Highlands. 4 more left to go. Found another one right above where we had fought Ingor before. So we just have to climb up the mountain and you will be able to find it right on this cliff. And here we have another one. Not really sure how I missed it before, but here is the third one. I think 2 more left to go. So this is really near the most of those ruins, near the Moonweave Arena. And there should be another one around here somewhere. Yes, there it is. So that is actually right next to the Moonweave Arena. Let me quickly go ahead and collect it as well. This means only 1 wisp is left for us in order to complete the request of collecting all the 107 wisps. Finally, after searching for a very long time, I was able to find the very last wisp that I missed. This is actually near the Fabled Spring. It was at a really tricky place, as you can see. It is on top of a very small cliff. Now that we have got all of these wisps, we can actually make our way back to Jibila village and talk to the kid over there. I think once we have completed this request, we can actually go ahead and end out this episode over there. Let me quickly save my game before I go and talk to him. And here is Vesa. And thankfully we were able to actually go ahead and collect all the 107 wisps. Now that we have completed all of this, we can finally go ahead and go to the Shrouded Ruin. Okay, the Shrouded Ruins is in, I think, Crimson Highlands. So we do have to actually go ahead and make our way over there. And I believe that we have seen the cracked stone that Vesa was mentioning before. So let me make my way to Crimson Highlands. And here we are in Shrouded Ruins. So this is actually right next to the arena. And this is the stone where we were supposed to meet Vesa. We do have another cutscene. Let's go ahead and talk to her. Dashi, I'm glad you came. First of all, a confession. I may have told you one teeny tiny lie. Okay. About the wisps. There are actually 108 of them. Oh. I've been holding on to the very last one. Could you put it back into the odd keystone with the others? Definitely. But wait, before that, well, Dashi, what do you think of me? I think you're a strange one. I do believe that Vesa is the 108th wisp. A strange one, huh? Yeah, you're right. You really do understand me. Here it goes, the final wisp. After this, the traveler who used that strange magic will finally forgive me, right? Close your eyes for a sec, would you? And there we go. That's the last we are going to be seeing Vesa for now. Or forever, I guess. And if we turn back right here, we will be able to find the very last wisp right next to the stone. Let me go ahead and collect it as well. Alright, here we have it. We have finally completed this whole quest. So, I wonder who created that whole big stone in the first place and who the mysterious stranger was. Alright, thank you for playing along. So, it was pretty cool. Anyway, for getting the trouble of collecting all the 108 wisps, we do get a Pokemon. So once we actually turn back around, I guess. And yes, so there is Spirit Tomb. So that's actually the first time we are getting to battle it. I'm not really sure if we'll be able to spawn Spirit Tomb after this. It's better that you guys actually go ahead and just save your game. As you can see, I did bring in Basculin into my team. I do want to actually evolve it as well, since we do need to record that data into the Pokédex. Alright, that did a very good damage on the Spirit Tomb. I think it's the best to just go ahead and switch out to my Electrode before Basculin goes down. I'll just go ahead and use Thunder Wave and then throw a Ultra Ball to catch the Spirit Tomb. Alright, now that we have Electrode, let me quickly use Thunder Wave. And now that it is paralyzed, thankfully it didn't really do much damage on my Electrode. Let me quickly try and catch it with the Ultra Ball. I'm wondering if we'll be able to actually find a Alpha Spirit Tomb as well. Anyway, we were able to catch it. Alright, so this is amazing. Okay, now that we have completed catching both Spirit Tomb as well as Garatina, I think we can actually go ahead and end out this episode over here. In the next episode, we can actually go ahead and complete the rest of the Pokédex. We do have few more Pokemons, the legendary Pokemons that we have to catch. Anyway, thank you all for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys soon.